Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Commodores will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So South Carolina's offense will have the football first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision.
Coming out aggressively. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Rojas. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical.
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Creates a little room. It's a seam wide open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense has the ball for the first time. From the gun, give on the inside. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator...
Turning it on! And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Still running at the 35. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on first and goal.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Look out, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll get rid of it. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Pressure coming, and he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Past the first down marker and still running. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll take it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Lacey. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And the offense continues to run the football. Rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
South Carolina, 14. Vanderbilt, 3.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give is to Williams. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. This time he's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Going with the ground game left. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
over the middle. It's Rourke. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. He's out past the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, and big time pickup on that one. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. And the Commodores had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarter.
Breaks into the open. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Commodores in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll try the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Creates a little space. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Field goal is good. and they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires downfield. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Commodores will hustle to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw again. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Green 25.
Rides the back and leaves it. He breaks a tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give on the option. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throat?
There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it in the last minute.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches. Finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the punishment has been extended. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Under fire. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that incompletion really tells the story of this football game. If you don't score touchdowns, it's really hard to win games. They haven't found themselves in...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. taking it the other way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Tackled on the play.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They've been running it, but now the pass. Into the house. Touchdown, South Carolina. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Motion from the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Now they've got a little breathing room after. Score and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football in.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Commodores come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just punch you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself,